Le Transperceneige is a science fiction post-apocalyptic French graphic novel created by Jacques Lob and Jean-Marc Rochette and published by Casterman. The graphic novel was first published in 1982 under the title Le Transperceneige, later retitled The Escape. The series was continued in 2 volumes by writer Benjamin Legrand, replacing Jacques Lob, with The Explorers published in 1999 and The Crossing in 2000. An English translation was released in 2014 by Titan Comics. The English translation consisted of 2 volumes, Snowpiercer, The Escape and Snowpiercer, The Explorers. Though the second volume only made mention of the Explorers in its title, it also contained The Crossing. Plot: The Escape. After an environmental catastrophe induces an ice age, humanity occupies a 1001-car train called the Snowpiercer. As the story begins, a man named Prolof is quarantined after escaping from the rearmost cars, and is joined by a woman named Adeline Bellier, herself part of a movement to integrate the members of the Black Railway cars, who live in squalid conditions, into the rest of the train. Trying to rescue Prolof, Bellier is placed under quarantine with him. The two are eventually called to meet Colonel Crimson, passing through several different cars of the train. As they advance, Prolof and Bellier observe fresh fruit, vegetables, and meat luxuries, which they believed extinct. Crimson explains to Prolof and Bellier that the Snowpiercer has begun to slow down, and asks Prolof and Bellier's assistance in advancing the occupants of the rear of the train, to enable the rear car's disconnection. Bellier and the members of her group agree, but Prolof learns that Crimson intends to disconnect the rear cars while her friends are aboard these. After warning Bellier's friends, Bellier and Prolof flee to the front of the train, pursued by the military. At the same time, a virus, ostensibly spread by Prolof, is infecting others aboard the train, and the healthy advance to the front. Before reaching the engine of the Snowpiercer, Prolof breaks all the windows in the final car. Bellier dies of the cold while Prolof is rescued by Alex Forrester, the engineer behind the Snowpiercer, who appoints him caretaker of Olga, the engine. As they are talking, the rear cars are disconnected. Prolof does replace Forrester as Olga's guardian, but realizes that the virus has killed everyone else on board and that his own days are numbered as the train cannot run forever. The Explorers, after losing contact with the Snowpiercer, those aboard a second train fear a collision, and send several explorers on a braking exercise, where they stop the train. Only one returns alive, and soon disappears. 17 years later, Puig Valles joins one of the now semi-regular braking exercises to avoid collision with the Snowpiercer. When accused of murdering one of his fellow explorers, he is sent on a suicide mission in a small plane. But survives the mission and, after threatening to crash land his plane in front of the train, is hailed as a hero. The elites then reveal that the first braking mission was to take the Snowpiercer, and that the sole survivor is Prolof, who only talks to the engine. They maintain the myth that the Snowpiercer is out of control and still circling the world, to control the populace with fear. Adaptations: Korean director Bong Joon-ho adapted the graphic novel to the cinema as Snowpiercer in 2013. References